Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Today we are talking about something really important, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone on YouTube address it. And this is the difference between short-term manifesting and long-term manifesting. This is going to be a two-part series, this video being about short-term manifesting, the next one being about long-term. So if you are interested in the long-term manifesting video, just make sure that you keep an eye out, and it should be out next week. Now, before we get into the really good stuff, I would just like to ask that you please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click the notification bell so that you are alerted when I come out with new uploads. Also, if you would like to join our community on a more intimate level, you know what I am saying. Go ahead and follow these words that are on the screen right here, and they will take you to a magical place on Facebook that is the Manifestation Yoga Collective. And go ahead and request to join the group so that you can partake in conversations, ask questions, and just join the Brown and Bendy bunch, okay? Okay, let's get into the video. So what is short-term manifesting? To me, short-term manifesting is manifesting something that you would like to see within the next day, the next few days, or maybe the next week or 2 weeks. When we start to go beyond 2 weeks, that's when we start to play with the long-term manifesting. Short-term manifesting comes in handy when we are attempting to manifest things into our lives that will not necessarily change how our reality looks, or when we're trying to manifest the outcome of a specific situation. The beautiful thing about short-term manifesting is that you are allowed to start from where you are, which is why I recommend short-term manifesting to clients and friends when they just start their law of attraction journey. When you're allowed to start from where you are, you remove the pressure, the heavy pressure of bringing something into your life and creating a whole new and entirely different reality. I would like to express the importance of believability when it comes to manifesting. You can only manifest what you believe to be possible. You can hope and dream and wish, but in order to match the vibration of the experiences and the material things that you want to bring into your life, in order to match the vibration, you have to fully believe that it is possible. So that's why short-term manifesting is a great place to start, because it's simply an opportunity to manifest things that are more believable to you. It's learning how to control your energy instead of just expecting whatever to happen. For the purpose of this video, we are going to use the example of someone who is set to move to a different state. So the moving isn't the manifestation, that's already happening. But let's say that this person foresees a very difficult time moving. Perhaps money is very tight and they just have the budget to move. Like it's neck and neck. So this person has decided that they want to manifest a move where there is ease, where there is no worry, where there is no fear, and where they can just look forward to the new experience. So for this video, we will be talking about manifesting a moving situation that is easy, convenient, and quick. So let's talk about why short-term manifesting is so simple. Short-term manifesting is simple because nothing in your reality changes and you're not expecting anything in your reality to change. With reality changes comes perspective change. And when our perspective changes, our brain reacts. Our brain reacts when it's being asked to think in a different way. And often a lot of resistance comes with this. So short-term manifesting bypasses all this resistance because nothing in our reality is changing. So nothing in our perspective necessarily has to change on a drastic level. With short-term manifesting, the manifestations are more believable, which makes obtaining the manifestation easier. So going to this example of a person who is already set to move, They're wanting to manifest a feeling, an experience of ease. So the only thing that they would have, they're responsible. So the only thing that they are responsible for believing is that this move can be easy. Now, there will be a lot of energetic navigation, which is what all manifestation is. But we can start at a place where the person has agreed that moving can be easy, going in the direction of, I will have an easy moving experience. Neither of those beliefs, moving is easy, I will have an easy moving experience, will affect the external reality of the person. It's an internal feeling that this person has to cultivate. It's an emotional switch that needs to be flipped. Before this intentional manifesting, this person may have dreaded the moving process because all they see is how much it's going to cost. All they see is how far they have to drive a truck. All they see are all these different things that may make this situation difficult. So by agreeing at the beginning that moving is easy and I will have an easy moving experience, they are on their way to cultivating energy within their body that supports the manifestation that they're trying to bring into their life. So now let's get to the good part. Resistance to be aware of. When you get into short-term manifesting, you have to have the belief that manifesting is easy. We manifest every day, every second. Every one of our thoughts is creating a manifestation for us to experience. It never stops, whether you believe in it or not. So I feel like we should just be using this to our advantage. So to that, I say that if you are trying to manifest something short term, start with what you believe about this manifestation and then switch it to this manifestation is easy. Because remember, nothing in our external reality is changing. So the outcome of this situation is dependent on simply what we believe about it. This person who is moving is going to move either way, whether they intentionally try to control the energy of the situation or not, they're going to have the moving experience anyway. So the benefit of short-term manifesting is really wrapping your mind around the fact that you have the power to control every energetic part of this situation. And that's what's going to influence the outcome of the situation. It all starts with your thought process. This person who is moving has a choice. When they pick up tape, when they pick up boxes, they have a choice to think, I am so excited about this experience. I am so grateful that I was able to find the packing tape that I needed. I am so grateful that I'm able to find the boxes that I needed. I am so grateful for this opportunity to be able to pack. I'm glad I have the time today. It is up to them to find the vibration of what an easy move means to them. Now, they can also go into that same U-Haul store and say, God, this tape is $4.99. Why is tape $5? I have spent so much money on boxes. This money was supposed to go somewhere else. Why did that have to happen? They have the opportunity to grab onto which types of thinking they want to gravitate towards. And that is the very beginning of controlling the energy of the situation. Now, if the person chooses the latter energy, the more negative energy, they can still change the course of the manifestation during the process, but we have to remember energetic momentum. If a person starts a process with a negative thought process, that's the energy that is going to be the foundation of the situation. So it may be a little bit more difficult to break free of that negative energy, which is why when you choose to manifest something short term, you become aware of when you want to start this process so that you can create a positive foundation and give yourself positive energetic momentum. Another bit of resistance to be aware of when you're manifesting is with short-term manifestations, because it's short-term, you can start to expect your manifestation right now. The danger in putting a timestamp on your manifestation is that you start to get out of co-creation and into solo creation, where you decided when the manifestation is supposed to show up and how. An example of this would be that same person who is moving, they could say, okay, I'm going to manifest a simple, happy, convenient moving process. And then they say to themselves, well, for that to be possible, I need $3,000 more. That's the only way. That is the only way that'll happen. So then they look around every corner, they look under every rock saying, okay, I need additional money to make this process better. That's what I need to make this process better. And by doing that, they are energetically leaning into fear. They have defined the one way this process can be easy. And we exist in an unlimited universe where there are 1,000,001 possibilities surrounding how we can get our manifestations. So when short-term manifesting, it's very important that you keep an open mind. Even though you expect your manifestation to come into fruition in that day, in the next few days, in that week, it's very important that you also have some wiggle room so that you don't lean into the vibration of fear. Okay, so now let's talk a little more about how to intentionally short-term manifest. Like I've said a couple of times already, nothing in our physical reality will look different. Short-term manifesting is 100% dependent on your internal vibration and your thoughts as you navigate the process. So how you short-term manifest is, number one, define what the experience or the manifestation will mean to you vibrationally. I recommend doing this by visualizing, by scripting, whatever process allows you to feel like it has already happened and feeling the feeling of it has already happened within your body. Now, to be honest, to simplify all of this, the feelings that we're usually searching for are feelings of contentment and peace. So understanding what feeling content feels like and understanding what being at peace feels like within your body will get you so far in life, because you understand the vibration that you'd like to rest at. So when you have thoughts that do not align with being content, when you have thoughts that do not align with being at peace, you're able to identify those thoughts and navigate in a different direction. So let's say that this person is packing and they know that the moving truck will be there in the morning and they don't have anyone to help them pack. It can be very, very easy to fall into the mindset of, I'll have to do this all on my own. This is impossible. How am I going to get all this stuff onto this truck? How? Fear, 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 right? Instead of feeling content and at peace within the body and allowing that contentment and that peaceful feeling to attract a solution. Instead of saying tomorrow is going to be so difficult because I have to pack this truck by myself, we can lean into optimism and a knowing that everything works out in our best interest. We don't have to worry about loading that truck by ourselves and blowing our back out or injuring ourselves or overworking. We don't have to worry about any of those lower vibrational experiences if we stick to feeling higher vibrational thoughts and emotions. So another example of this would be, instead of sitting there being so concerned about loading the truck the next day, if that person were to sit in the present moment and figure out what they needed to do to be content, they can say, are all my boxes, are all my possessions organized in a way that will make it possible for me to put these boxes on this truck in a way that is not stressful for me? Is there a way that I can allot enough time to have the truck here so that I have plenty of time to load the truck and rest? Because those two questions will allow that person to figure out how they can endure this process without overworking themselves and without becoming so tired the way that they fear that they will. And the irony of this situation is once they let go of that fear, the universe will bring someone or something from out of nowhere that will allow them to lean even more into a feeling of peace. You guys, I moved into this apartment like 5 or 6 months ago, and God, 9 months ago. Wow. And I was prepared to hire movers. I had the money in my savings account and I was like, this is fine. I didn't want to because I wanted to keep that money, but I was just like, I'm an adult. I'll hire movers. It is what it is. And then I told one of my clients that I was moving, and she was like, I have 3 entire sons. Why don't we help you move? And it was just something that I had told her in passing. So I ended up manifesting not having to pay movers, but it wasn't even something, I wasn't trying to manifest that. But I did tell myself I'm not going to be stressed out about this move because I didn't feel like being stressed about it. And it was that intention. It was the intention of not wanting to be stressed out about the moving situation that allowed the universe to bring a solution to me because I didn't have resistance. I didn't have any resistance up. And the universe wants to bring us solutions. The universe wants to help us. But if we're walking around trying to solve every single problem ourselves without allowing divine intervention, then we will walk around stressed. We will walk around with the weight of the world on our shoulders without having the ability to just turn inward and say, what am I thinking about this situation? And is what I'm thinking about this situation helpful to me? Am I serving myself by thinking this way? It is so important with short-term manifesting that you learn how to filter your thoughts. Filter your thoughts between the thoughts that align with the vibration that you're trying to hold and the thoughts that do not align. And when you identify thoughts that do not align, don't beat yourself up. Don't be upset. All you have to do is identify it. By identifying and saying, this is a thought that doesn't serve me, you have taught your brain something about yourself. So the next time you think a thought that doesn't serve, your brain says, wait, we're trying to not do that. Okay, noted. I know I did it again, but noted. And then the time after that, when you do it, your brain will say, okay, I know we're trying to not do that. And I understand even better now what we're trying to not do. It's definitely a process. Filtering your thoughts is your brain understanding this person that you're trying to become. We have to remember that we are molding ourselves. It's like we have a big old rock and we are given a chisel, and we are chiseling to create the people that we want to be and the manifestations that we want to attract. So short-term manifesting is so powerful because it allows us to really get into the process of monitoring our thoughts and understanding exactly how we're navigating the situation. And the beautiful thing about short-term manifesting is that we shouldn't be putting a lot of pressure on these manifestations. So that way, if the manifestation doesn't turn out the way that we expect, because we don't have a lot of pressure on it, we're not spending so much time sulking and moping. And instead, we can look back at the experience and figure out, was there a different way that we could have gone about thinking that could have given us a different outcome? I love short-term manifesting. I do it every day. I think that perhaps another word for short-term manifesting may be segment intending. Abraham Hicks, when you are about to do something, you intend on the vibration that you'd like to hold when you experience this upcoming activity or whatever you're about to do. I feel like short-term manifesting is just another word for segment intending. That's all. But it's fun. It's good for you. And you should be doing it anyway. You have the ability to control your energetic reaction to everything in this life. And understanding that is what allows you to bring things into your reality at lightning speed and understanding that you're able to navigate your thoughts is also what allows you to create entirely new realities, which is what the next video in this series will be about. So if you would like to know a little bit more about long-term manifesting, go ahead and look out for the part 2 to this video. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. If you did, give it a thumbs up so other people on the tubes of you know that it is valuable. Also, if you'd like me to expand on anything that I talked about in this video, just let me know down below and I'll be happy to address this in the future. Last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click that notification bell so that you can join the Bendy Bunch and become a reality bender yourself. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next upload. Bye.